Ellis, you are the media intern.
This is true.
You help us out by doing a lot of social media. You do the TikTok.
I do.
And you do all kinds of great stuff.
TikTok.
The TikTok. You like that?
All
That's a
right.
Justin
Not a
Hagler.
TikTok.
That's right. So Max, you're a student at Airline High School.
I
Going to
am.
be a senior. Class body president.
This
Come
is
on,
true.
that's right.
Way to go.
But you got to go to Warriors for the first time, and I think we
Yes.
have a couple more pictures as you just want to talk about your experience here. You're not in that picture, but
I'm not. That's actually,
painting the
that's
wall.
me right there.
you
can't
probably
tell.
took the picture.
Yeah, definitely, I did.
that's
Thank you.
right. But doing that, here we
There
go.
I am.
So what are you doing there?
So I was sharing my testimony. This was one of the nights when they have their youth group down there, and a couple of us got to share testimony with the kids, and which is really different than what we're used to because that's Joel, and he's a translator, and for me, I've never done that before, so it's speaking 5 words and then somebody else starts speaking, which was kind of difficult, but it was really cool to have that experience.
You communicate across, and Joel is Carlos's son, right? Son-in-law.
Son-in-law.
Daughter. So if you've been to Amigo Fiel, Carlos and Lupe,
Wow.
Bianca, I'm getting all the
Bianca.
names wrong. Carlos and Lupe Mesa is who I was thinking of. I went a different place. Bianca, they run and help do it now. Carlos was there for a day, right? Kind of, he came and visited.
Yeah, kind of. He
You've been
came
around.
and visited, but he was actually going on vacation in Florida.
Oh,
so.
nice. Good for him. There you go. But they were running things this week. They worked with y'all. I think there's a couple more pictures maybe. Angie passing out shoes there. You got to work with Angie some, Max. Be there and pass out the shoes. Going and who was that?
So these are the 2 women that live in this house, and if you can see us up on the roof here, so this was just like a thin tin metal roof that there's about 8 rows of bolts. That's the only place you can step on the roof because if you don't,
wow.
you'll fall through. And then about a quarter of the roof they were like rotted out, so you couldn't step there at all. So basically when we get there, we were going through and nailing down parts of the roof that were coming up, and we patched up a big hole in the roof and then painting over it with sealant so that when it rains and everything, there wouldn't be water going through the
Yeah.
roof.
And they're part of Amigo Fiel's, the mission there that they
Yes.
work with. They're a part of that community. They ask for help to do it, and then getting to pass out the shoes is awesome. There's a group there. It's great. So, Max, you got to go to Juarez, but your normal weekly duties,
Yes.
you are our TikTok expert.
This is
When
true.
I hired you,
Hello,
it was something.
TikTok-y.
That's right. Scott, you do the TikTok. Mallory is on TikTok. We like the TikTok.
We
and
do.
Simple Church
You
is
might
on
have seen
TikTok.
us.
You may recognize us. Okay. But Max, I asked you to pick 3 of your favorite
Yes.
samples of Simple Church TikTok. So if you are not following the Simple Church, it's at the Simple Church. Look us up on TikTok. And Max, this is a little bit of preview of the content. Let's show the first one and see what you think about
Let's
it.
watch.
Max, that's just a general kind of announcement TikTok. What's
Yes.
going on? Get to see Simple Church. If you're new, if you haven't been before, I want to show you a little bit
That was
behind
a
the
nice,
scenes.
tamed, calm
They
one,
get,
though,
Yes.
they
okay?
get, they escalate in the
There's
If
level.
some-
you're
I know-
on TikTok, you got to have a sense of humor,
Yes,
right?
I know Chris J. She might be out there watching at some point, and she's not a fan of when we do TikToks in the office because she's usually in
She's
them.
like,
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
steer
Yes.
clear, don't put me. But she's a good sport.
She does a wonderful job. Wonderful
Absolutely.
job.
So there's another one here. Let's go to the next TikTok. They're short.
Bible study more than you like serving people that are homeless or hungry. You talking about itching ears is when you decide, I'd rather get political than I would try to actually love on someone at the worst moment of their life. Itching ears is when you say, you know what, I just want to kind of do it the way I want to do it and do the music the way I want to do it, make sure everybody's just happy, when the truth is, you or I following Jesus didn't get that option. People are hurting. It's dark. It's difficult. They don't need a sermon of you trying to convince them they're wrong. When your child is being buried, when your mom is being buried because a disease has taken them out, they don't need you to sit there. Let me tell you what your problem is. It's probably your sin or the fact that she ate too many Little Debbies. If she had cut out the Little Debbies, she wouldn't have been diabetic and she wouldn't be going through. They don't need any of that. What they need is an I'm so sorry. Man, I love
I
you.
think most people think TikToks, they think dancing, they
Yes.
think silliness, but there is some serious content, and there's
I
some of the sermon
appreciate the
clips.
text up there too. I'm one of those that loves to have the text on the screen. Do y'all like
That's
that?
Max. Max
Yes.
did that. Thank you,
We
Max.
Thank
try
you.
and post a clip from the sermon once or twice a week just to kind of give a recap of the good moments.
And
And
if
you
you
do a
miss
good
one-
job picking the good moments.
He does. He
too,
picks
that
good
you
ones.
can reshare, send to a friend if you don't want to watch the whole 30 minutes. We got you, ADHD survivors.
And if that little
We got
bite
you.
teases you, you can watch them on demand on YouTube or the
Sure.
Simple Church app anytime. But the third one I think you picked, probably my favorite.
This is the
This is-
Reverend Reed.
Absolutely. Let's get on
Reverend.
Brian.
Hey, Brian, 60-second sermon using this
Max.
object.
Okay, this object right here. All right, quick disclaimer, guys. Take my glasses off so I can be serious about this. I do know this comes from Star Wars, however, as a matter of personal opinion and public trivia, I have never watched a complete Star Wars anything. Movie, show, t-shirt, whatever. I've never done it. But I do know enough because Simple Church did Star Wars one Christmas. This is a Stormtrooper helmet. These were the Stormtroopers. These were actually the bad guys. But here's the deal, guys. Two things. Number one, you're going to have storms in your life. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And when, the issue is who you're going to hold on to. How are you going to make it through the storms in your life? You can either let it define your life or you can let it just remind you and move on with life and those kind of things. Second thing is this, Exodus 14:14. My wife's favorite verse of scripture, one of mine that I like a lot, it says this, we need only be still, God will fight for us. So God is going to fight on your behalf. He's going to be the stormtrooper in your life, fighting for the good in your life, not the bad like these clowns did. So I do know a little bit more about it. But the reality of it is this, God promises that he will fight the fight for us. We only have to be still. So we need to know who we're going to hold on to. Jesus. That's your word. Live it.
That's Brian Reed. He did not have any preparation. He came up with that on the spot. And Brian and Scott are doing their Brian Reed impression.
No.
My name's Max. But that's okay.
You thought they were Brian, right?
Oh, that's right. Max, hey, whatever your name is. They're so good at impersonating Brian because he cannot turn his head very well. If you're in the lobby, ask him about it. Go see if he can get that worked on.
But from in front of him.
Yes, don't go behind him. Don't sneak
stand
up.
to the
He'll make a
side.
full
Stand
180.
right next to him.
That's
Y'all are awful.
So follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Reels. We post them on there as well.
Yes.
There it is, The Simple Church. We had one blow up, our best TikTok of all time.
Wow, look at that.
292,000 people
And
saw
I
him
didn't
throwing
even
paper
get a
airplanes.
raise for that.
You
okay?
did not.
So please, right?
Absolutely.
We need
We'll
to
have to
work
talk
on
to
like
him.
a commissionable link and stuff.
Smart lady right here.
Bud, the ice cream man, one of our other biggest ones there, knocking on the door. It's a lot of fun. Max, thanks
Yes.
for doing it. Thanks for all
Thank
your help.
you.
Go
Thank
talk
you.
to Max on social media. Go let
Yes.
him know in the comments you're watching. You follow us on TikTok. Let's get that count up. Let's get some more followers
Yes, let's
today.
go 2,000. So if 900 of you follow today,
Just 900.
Just a small portion of the
Just
audience watching the
900.
pre-show.
Only-
Go and
yeah.
do it. That's right.
it's like 1%.
Thank you guys for
All right.
coming on. Y'all give it up for
Thank
Max
you.
and Scott.
Gracias.
Adios,
Thank
amigos.
y'all.